Okay, so let's take some examples of sampling plans. Administrators of the fire department are concerned about the possibility of implementing a new property tax to raise monies needed to replace old equipment. They decide to check on public opinion by taking a sample of the city's population. Several plans for choosing the sample are proposed. So let's determine the primary sampling plan for each of the following plans. The city has 5 property classifications: single-family homes, apartments, condominiums, temporary housing, and retail property. Randomly select 10 residents from each category. So if you break your population into groups of similar individuals and sample from each and every group, that's going to be stratified. Each resident is assigned a 5-digit number. Use a random number generator to choose 50 numbers. So this is like putting everyone's name in a hat and just picking out names. This would be simple random. Randomly select 3 neighborhoods and survey all the people who live in those neighborhoods. So in this case, we're not looking at every single neighborhood. We're choosing some neighborhoods and taking everyone in those neighborhoods. So this would be cluster. If this was stratified, you would sample from each and every neighborhood. Okay. Go to the city park and survey every 10th person who arrives. Stop after the survey sample has reached 50. So if you're taking every 10th person, every 5th, every 12th, or whatever, if you have a list and you're taking however many, whichever number you're doing over and over again, that would be systematic. All right, a couple more. Describe the sampling method used for each of the following each sampling plan. Students at a state university are sorted according to class, first year, sophomore, junior, senior. The registrar then obtains a random sample of size 150 from each class. So again, if you're sampling from each and every group or class, that would be stratified. A cable company divides a service area into neighborhoods, randomly selects 30 of these neighborhoods, and then within them, randomly chooses 10 households to survey which of the cable company services the household is using. So we're randomly selecting neighborhoods, and then from them, we're randomly selecting households. There's 2 layers of randomness going on. That would make it multi-stage. Finally, airline companies are interested in the consistency of the number of babies on each flight so that they have adequate safety equipment. Suppose an airline conducts a survey over Thanksgiving weekend. It surveys 6 flights from Boston to Salt Lake City. They determine the number of babies on the flights. Would this study be useful for the airline to determine the amount of safety equipment needed for all flights? Why or why not? Well, it might give you some information, but there's a lot of biases going on here. This is a likely non-random sample of only 6 flights from one specific route over Thanksgiving weekend. None of this would necessarily be representative of the entire population. So there's no reason to think that this is representative of all flights.